GTA 6 is a game we all want to play, but it's also the game that always seems 2+ years away, thanks to setbacks and delays in production. Rockstar is currently taking its time with the latest installment of the GTA franchise, but it does look like we are finally closing in on that all-anticipated release date. And as we get closer, we're learning more and more about what GTA 6 could entail. And from the looks of things, it's not going to disappoint. In this video, we lay out everything we know about GTA 6 so far, from the budget to the location, and trust me, you're not going to want to miss a single second of this one. Before we get into this video, let's just take a moment to talk about today's sponsor, Instant Gaming. Now, Instant Gaming isn't like every other business out there, because they want you to save money rather than spend it. Instant Gaming basically offers the flagship games that you want for a fraction of the price. It's literally a dream come true for gamers like you and me. They also offer pretty cheap top-up cards, which is an added bonus. Right now, you can grab titles like Atlas Fallen and Crew Motorfest Ultimate Edition for 20% off. So you want to get your hands on flagship games for a fraction of the price? Make sure you head to the link in the bio of this video. And hey, there's no need to thank me. When it comes to games, as with real estate, it's all about location, location, location. And from the looks of things, the GTA 6 map is right on the money. So GTA 6 will actually be set in Vice City, which has been used before. However, while previous games took us through the 80s version of Vice, GTA 6 will teleport us into the 21st century rendition of the city. The city will also have the same base layout as the previous version, but will receive a massive makeover to the buildings, roads, NPCs, and everything in between. This map will also be bigger than anything we've ever seen before, encapsulating not only the city, but also the surrounding Everglades, all of which will be explorable. To make the map feel more realistic, there will be different police departments in different areas of the map. The cars that you see on the roads will change depending on your location. The people that you meet will be different. The NPC events will change. The map isn't just going to be big for the sake of being big. It will be dynamic and alive. It has also been leaked that Rockstar plans to expand this city with regular DLCs and updates. This means that GTA 6 will be the first game in the franchise to feature a dynamic map, which is constantly changing and evolving, just as the real world does. We don't really know too much more about this, but it might just become one of the best features of the game upon its release. The sheer size of the map is one of the reasons why GTA 6 has faced delay after delay after delay. In order to get the game released on time, every Rockstar employee would have had to work 7 days a week, 14 hours a day, which just isn't fair. Jennifer Colby, who is an executive at Rockstar, has opened up on the working environment at Rockstar. Essentially, she said that the development for Red Dead Redemption 2 was pretty terrible, with employees working ungodly hours with terrible working conditions. After this pretty horrific news was revealed, the company chose to relax working conditions significantly, and with it pushed back the game's release date. It's a shame that logistics like this have gotten in the way of the release of GTA 6, but we've seen time and time again with so many companies from Rockstar to Ubisoft push their staff to the breaking point to get a game out on time, which is something no one wants to witness. Games are meant to be fun, after all. The plans to expand the map with DLCs should take some of the pressure off at least. The GTA 5 story mode was one of the best stories of any game over the last 15 years, in my opinion at least. And a large reason for this was down to the protagonists. There was a lot of diversity in the characters and their personalities. You had the tired and retired bank robber in Michael, the ladies' man in Franklin, and the absolute madman in Trevor, who was everyone's favorite. GTA 6 will reduce this trio down to a duo, in the form of a Bonnie and Clyde style couple named Lucia and Jason. Yeah, you heard me right. GTA 6 will focus on a criminal couple who work together to kick ass and steal a load of money. The romance between this couple will form the center of the story and also marks the first time that a female character will be playable in a GTA game, so score 1 for diversity. Further leaks have shown how these characters interact. Instead of a really slow transition like in GTA 5, switching between Lucy and Jason will happen instantaneously. This suggests that the synergy between the two will play a massive role in how you play and beat the missions. It's also likely that the two will have their own strengths and unique abilities, just like in GTA 5. This is a very bold move from Rockstar because it will mark a completely new way to play. But from my perspective at least, it looks like a great and innovative change that will be welcomed with open arms. Rockstar has never been a company to skimp on production costs. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 alone cost over $500 million. But here's the thing, the budget for GTA 6 makes this number look pathetic. A few sources have suggested that GTA 6 could cost Rockstar anywhere from $1 to $2 billion. Now, let that sink in for a moment. GTA 5 cost $200 million to make. And yes, inflation does play a part in this, but from a numbers perspective alone, GTA 6 could be 10 times bigger than its predecessor. Has any sequel in the history of video games been able to say this? If these rumors are true, then GTA 6 will, without a doubt, be the most expensive game ever made. More than Cyberpunk, more than Modern Warfare 2, more than Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Hell, it'll be more than all these combined. And if Rockstar is prepared to pour $2 billion into production, how much are they expected to make in profit? I don't think I'm wrong in saying that the majority of people who own a console will pick up this game. Some experts are suggesting that Rockstar could make the money back in the first week alone, and that's some genuinely mind-boggling stuff. Don't you think? Now, weapons are probably the most crucial tool in the arsenal of any GTA player, and from the leaks so far, I can tell you one thing, you're not going to be disappointed by what GTA 6 has to offer. So the first thing worth mentioning on the subject of weapons is the fact that the weapons wheel is getting booted. In its place, Rockstar has opted for a more Red Dead style system, in which players can only carry 2 large and 2 small weapons at any given time. You'll be able to conceal your sidearms, but bigger rifles will be carried over the shoulder for everyone to see. The purpose of this new mechanic is to make GTA feel more realistic. As much fun as it was carrying a rocket launcher, AK-47, grenade launcher, and sniper rifle in your back pocket, I think that this mechanic will be pretty well received by the player base, as it's going to force you to think a little more tactically in virtually every single encounter. To balance this out, it's looking like vehicles will have new inventory systems that we can use to store bigger weapons. This adds another level of depth and realism to the game and will make your ride all the more important. Aside from the new weapon system, there have been several leaks surrounding new items and consumables. So far, we've seen immobilizer bypasses, tracker jammers, zip ties, and slim gems being used. All of these items suggest that GTA 6 is going to be a much more complex game than its predecessor, with multiple lines of attack aside from basic gunplay. We've been able to find out a couple more leaks that look pretty game-changing and are definitely worth talking about. So first of all, one piece of leak footage showed the player going prone. Now this might not seem like a big deal, but when you think about it, it's actually huge. Going prone will add a more dynamic element to gunfights, helping you evade fire and find new lines of sight. And more importantly, the ability to go prone hints at a focus on stealth in certain story missions. This next leak kinda confirms these suspicions. In one piece of footage, we can see a player pick up a body and hide it. On top of this, we've also seen CCTV cameras throughout the map, which players can destroy to keep hidden. All of this is plain evidence that stealth will play a massive role in GTA 6. Now, I know everyone loves to go in guns blazing, and I'm sure there'll be opportunities for that, but come on, how fun would it be to go in with a silencer on, taking out CCTV cameras, moving bodies out of sight, and stealing millions of dollars undetected? Okay, so by now I'm sure you're salivating at the mouth and screaming at your screen, when can I get my hands on GTA 6? And while I hate to say this, I wouldn't get your hopes up. GTA 6 is still heavy in development, and for such a big game, this will take a very long time. Because of this, the best time frame we can give you is a release date somewhere between April of 2024 and March of 2025. Yes, this is a massive window, but it's better to have a conservative guess and be pleasantly surprised with an early release than to be disappointed by a later one, right? So those are the biggest leaks that we have been able to uncover about GTA 6 so far. From these leaks, I think it's fair to say that GTA 6 looks awesome. Everything from the new map to the characters to the way we carry our guns is new, fresh, and exciting. And yes, we are a long while away from the release date, but hey, there's no harm in getting excited. Let us know the feature that you're most excited about in the comment section. Is it the map, the protagonist, or something else entirely? And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out the video on your screen where we go over 25 tips to help you dominate everyone else in GTA Online. Thanks for watching.